just so affected by stardust that she became a transcendent. Well, let's head to the monolith and end all this.
Remains the only major organization in the world still working, not for its own survival, but for the benefit of all humankind. Rosetta has dedicated the vast majority of its resources toward research that will help humanity survive the effects of stardust, while leveraging its power to help us rebuild. Rosetta's security forces and scientists proudly place their lives on the line every day, willing to make the ultimate sacrifice if necessary for the greater good. The world may seem like a scary place, but rest assured,
It looks like there are 4 more nova deviations that need to be contained. We can't be sure yet, but that monolith being reactivated, the nova deviation, there's a lot more trouble waiting in store for us. But there's no use dwelling on that. Just remember that for every nova deviation you contain, your abilities will improve. That should be our main focus for now. I thought it was strange before, how you couldn't fully receive Mitsuko's power. Turns out that it's because of these nova deviations. The monoliths spread their effects. If their stardust concentration is high enough, it's like a barrier blocking Mitsuko's power. Only by using the territory core like you did just now can you purify them. That will let the power pass through. Great minds think alike. Stay focused, Meta. Keep heading down this path, and you'll grow stronger.
Any luck? Yeah, I see what you're trying to say. I figured things went wrong when my team didn't come back, but I still had my hopes, you know? Don't worry about me. I've been through the ringer plenty of times before. I still owe you my thanks for finding out what happened, and for bringing back my stuff. Here's the reward I promised. I'm a woman of my word.
So, where are you headed next? You're going to Myers Market? Perfect. Tell you what, want to take on a job along the way? There's a resident of Myers Market named Emma. Brown hair, about 30 years old. She left by herself the day before yesterday, still hasn't come back. Apparently, she may have gone to the Hearst Mudflats. As it happens, the Mudflats are on the way to Myers Market. Maybe go look around, and if you see her, try to bring her back to Myers Market. Thank you, Mayfly.
Bravo! The mayfly that brought down the fearsome, ravenous hunter. Hard to imagine such a little bit of gel transforming into such a monstrous creature, isn't it? Yet the most unbelievable part is that it managed to cause such chaos across the wetlands, simply by spreading its memetics. Just to make sure, you didn't destroy it, did you? Fantastic. You've more than proven yourself. I'm very impressed. It's a shame that most people in this world don't appreciate the beauty of these fascinating entities. But clearly you are different. You already have a natural touch with deviations. I dare say you could even become an expert. I'd be glad to share my knowledge of deviations with you. In return, capture as many of them as you can for me. I simply pay attention and use my imagination. And you know, I think the deviations respect that. To quote a favorite poem of mine, I know that I exist because you imagine me.
Looks like you'll be able to handle yourself just fine. I'll leave the deviation in there to you. As for me, I'm headed to the Broken Delta. I found traces of another major deviation there. One with even worse effects. You should head over and check it out. Try asking around at a settlement called Myers Market. Maybe I'll see you there.
I'm glad we can make this place a bit safer, but it's time to move on. Before we set out from Myers Market, though, we'd better upgrade our weapons and armor. Things might be even more dangerous over there. We could also relocate our territory to make things easier.
Hey, Mayfly. Been a while, hasn't it? Come sit at my stall for a bit.
That's why at Rosetta, we believe in ambition, achievement, persistence, in strength. We believe change is constant and necessary, that it can't be stopped and shouldn't be stopped. We believe that without innovation, exploration, expansion, and evolution, humanity not only cannot be saved, but would not be worth saving. That every obstacle we encounter will only spur us to grow stronger. In short, that's what we stand for here at Rosetta, because we know that now, more than ever, it's time for...
These are the Hearst mud flats that Claire mentioned. Let's go see if we can find Emma.
Myers Market? Don't make me laugh. Go back and tell Maxie. Until I find her, I'm not coming back. Brianna, my friend, before, I didn't do anything. I just watched her leave. Well, I owe her this. I need to make sure she's okay. That's right. Now stop wasting my time already.
Emma doesn't trust us yet. Talk is cheap, though, so let's see if we can find some medicine to sway her opinion. These should be able to provide relief for her injuries.
You're back again? I told you, I won't return until I find Brianna. I'll fight you off if I have to. These supplies, they're really for me? Why do that? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have treated you like that before. I mean, really, I know I'll never be able to find someone who's been missing so long. Not to mention, she's probably already... Are you sure? You have no idea how important this is to me. Mayfly, I'm begging you to find Brianna for me. Okay, thank you. I'll see you at Myers Market.
By the Rosetta Corporation. In fact, every recording played on forward radio is drawn from the Rosetta Corporation's extensive archive of cultural heritage. Even in the face of unprecedented change, the Rosetta Corporation has maintained its commitment to building upon human civilization's greatest achievements. As part of that mission, the Rosetta Corporation has made sure to preserve and catalog significant works of culture, spanning media such as visual art, the written word, architecture, historical artifacts, scientific records, and, of course, music.
Now, hold it right there and identify yourself. Oh, yeah. You've got one of those weird backpacks. Cradle, right? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna check with the mayor.
I'm right here. Let the May fly in.
Understood, ma'am.
Maxie Rodriguez. I'm the mayor here. Haven't seen a Mayfly in a while. It's good you're here, though. I have a pretty unique problem that needs solving. Strange is putting it lightly. It's been about half a year now. Pregnant animals here, even pregnant people, all get infected by stardust and turn into these trees. You can go ahead and see for yourself. It's some strange shit, all right. Here, this is what I mean. Agnes Joy used to be the best weaver in town. Now she's like that. The only one in Myers Market. Thank God. Yeah, Agnes is perfectly healthy for a tree. Plenty of green leaves. She's just not a person anymore. I figured there's a transcendent behind all this. If you still think you can handle it, we'll reward you well. There was a woman, Brianna, who was kicked out of the settlement not too long ago. I think she may have been the first to be infected, so it's worth looking into what happened. Good.
Nobody knows where she went, but I can say the last time I saw her was at the Sutherland chemical plant. We used to work there, before the factory fell. That was when it started. She began acting strange, praying to something in secret. I think you should be able to find some clues there.
Hey, any trouble getting here from the wetlands? Don't try and play tough. I know it's pretty dangerous territory out there. I'm glad you're here, though. You look like you could use a drink. First one's on me. There's no use dulling your senses with alcohol. Protein, fat, vitamins, minerals. This has it all. Cheers! Now, let's get down to business. Have you seen how people are being transformed here? The problem started a few months ago, exactly when the nearby monolith restarted. Obviously, this is related to what happened in the Dayton wetlands. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of Rosetta? Sounds right. The world's largest corporation and tech leader before everything went to hell. They were the ones that caused Starfall. They built the monoliths. Those towering facilities were abandoned for 20 years until recently. Now, they're being reactivated. I don't know who's spearheading this new initiative of Rosetta's or why, but those monoliths are causing terrible things to happen. Just like in the Dayton wetlands, we have to work together. You need to eliminate the other transcendents and shut down the monoliths. As for me, I'll keep investigating Rosetta. We need to know more about what they're up to and who's responsible for what's happening. Hopefully by the time you're done with the monolith here, I'll have found something useful.
Yes, the place is not much to look at and is polluted with stardust. But where better to find a hidden treasure? From what people say, there are strange occurrences in the area. The work of a deviation. Nobody has been able to get a good look at it, though. The entire mudflats are shrouded in thick fog. But there are reports of a strange sound emanating from the impenetrable wall of mist. Some believe a monster lies within. Unfortunately, that's all I can tell you. Finding the real truth is up to you now. I have plenty of confidence in...
Hey, Mayfly! I've been waiting for you for a while now. I really need your help. You must be Mayfly from Myers Market, the one everyone can always count on. We've heard from Maxie that you're quite the fighter and always there for those in need. So, would you consider lending me a hand? See over there? That's the Sutherland Chemical Plant. Fertilizer was their main product back in the day. Now it's as precious as anything, and the production facilities there are still well preserved. My plan is to resume the production line at the plant and get some fertilizers back to Myers Market. But the idea of squaring up against those deviants is quite daunting. It would be a huge relief if a battle-hardened individual like yourself could help out. I knew this wouldn't be too tough for you. Don't worry, we won't just offer you energy links, but also spare ammo, all in the name of everyone's safety. All right, when you're ready, meet me here again, and we'll go take care of business.
I admit it does sound strange, but that is all the more reason to investigate. In Sunbury, to the west of here, people have apparently seen flames erupting inside a fast food restaurant. Within the flames, it is said, I don't have any more information than that, but that seems like more than enough to go on. My guess is there is no serious danger. As for where exactly you will find it, I am not sure. Excellent question. Perhaps it is waiting to be fed, or to feast. So maybe make sure to bring something to feed it in case you want to make a quick escape.
Metahuman. Traces of deviated statue number 23 have been detected at close range. If you encounter a cluster of strange-looking statues, be careful.
Smell those chemicals in the air? No question. This is the plant. Oh, thanks for sharing your food with an old traveler like me. I wanted to give you this book as thanks.
You're welcome, but this is just a bunch of weird-looking symbols. I can't understand any of it.
Oh, don't worry about that. Whenever you're feeling down, simply flip through its pages, and it'll give you the strength to carry on. Oh, remember, Brianna, there is a higher power out there. With its help, the child you're carrying will grow to be as big and strong as an oak tree. If you still harbor any doubts, come to the abandoned hideout. It shall be your sanctuary.
branches and leaves. You want to merge. How do you describe fusion?
And remember not to believe the lies.
That old man wasn't lying. Every time I open this book, I feel at peace. I know it must be a deviation or something, but it's still the only thing that's brought me comfort since Hayden died.
Brianna!
I wonder
Don't
about the
go!
book that wanderer
You know you
gave to
can't survive
Brianna.
alone out there.
Let's go to the abandoned shelter. Maybe we can find her there.
Welcome to Forward Radio. If you are listening to this station, you might be curious about what Rosetta really stands for, what we believe in. Well, we'd be glad to explain. In a word, Rosetta believes in optimism. You might be wondering, optimism in a time like this? And our answer is yes, especially in a time like this. At Rosetta, We believe there's one overriding force that has reliably improved life for all of humanity, and that's technology. When humans captured the power of fire, built themselves shelters, and invented the wheel, those were acts of technology. That's why at Rosetta, we believe in ambition, achievement, persistence, in strength. We believe change is constant and necessary, that it can't be stopped and shouldn't be stopped. We believe that without innovation, exploration, expansion, and evolution, humanity not only cannot be saved, but would not be worth saving. That every obstacle we encounter will only spur us to grow strong.
wasn't mine. Every time I open this book,
I've left some canned corn, instant oats, and goat's cheese in the pantry. If you find yourself in trouble, make sure to call for help, or the neighbors hear you.
thank you, Maxie.
You've changed. So respectful all of a sudden.
Really? My bad. Shouldn't you be getting along? I'm sure you're very busy.
Nancy is worried about you, and so is Benjamin. You should consider moving back in with them. That way, things will be easier after the baby is born.
Tell them thank you. But I'm staying here. I can look after myself and my child.
Brianna, you're like a daughter to me, a sister. Can you at least promise me one thing? Promise me if you ever find yourself in trouble, you'll come find me.
All right. I'm so sorry. Please, don't do this to me.
Too late for that now. After what you did, you're lucky we only chose to exile you.
Brianna, I'm sorry.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं, फिल्मोरा है ना।